The Walt Disney Studios released its first movie, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, in 1937. Since then, it has developed into the world's largest independent media conglomerate. Over the years, the studio released more than 50 animated movies, the last one being Moana in 2016. But the die-hard fans wanted more. They started looking for subliminal messages and Easter eggs, which led to some of the craziest theories. So, here are the top 10 craziest Disney movie theories that will blow your mind. In The Little Mermaid, the sister mermaids were all raised by their father, Triton. But where was their mother all this time? Years after, the second movie revealed that Athena, Ariel's mother, was killed by pirates. This explains Triton's aversion toward the humans, but it does not prove anything yet. Take a closer look at Peter Pan and his mermaid friends. His best mermaid friend strongly resembles Ariel's mother, with her orange hair and emerald tail. Moreover, all the mermaids run away in fear as they see a pirate ship heading toward them. So could it be possible that Captain Hook is the one who killed Athena? It's up to you to decide. In the ending of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the evil queen falls off the cliff. But what really happened to her? Did she really die? After all, she was a witch. So what if she simply flew away using her magic? And where did she go? This theory is not that hard to believe in. In Tangled, Rapunzel's stepmother Gothel is obsessed with beauty and staying young forever. Sound familiar? Not only do the evil queen and Gothel share the same intentions, but they look quite similar in their young and old form. And on top of it all, Gothel has the same dagger the evil queen gave to the huntsman to kill Snow White. There is no doubt that this is the best known theory, and there are plenty of references to prove it. A lot of fans point out that Alice in Wonderland is an allegory about drug use. You simply cannot miss some of the drug references, like the bottle of drink that makes Alice grow, or the cookie that made her shrink. But there are a lot more of them. The White Rabbit is always in a rush, and he always thinks he is late. At some point his eyes get red. I think you get the reference, right?
No.
At one point, a hookah-smoking caterpillar gives Alice advice to eat a piece of mushroom. Alice also talks to a bunch of flowers, and after one flower points out that Alice is a weed, she starts coughing up smoke. Shortly after Frozen begins, Elsa and Anna's parents go on a long journey by sea, and they never return from it. When the guests arrive at Arendelle for the crowning ceremony, you can see that Flynn and Rapunzel are already married. So were Elsa and Anna's parents actually going to Rapunzel and Flynn's wedding when their ship sunk? And why would Rapunzel be invited if she's a distant relative? Speaking of sunken ships, fans suggested that the ship Ariel discovered at the bottom of the sea may have belonged to Elsa and Anna's parents. There's a theory that their parents did not die. They washed up on a shore far away in a jungle, where their mother gave birth to a baby boy. This can mean that Elsa and Anna have a brother, Tarzan. Calhoun is the main character in a game called Hero's Duty. We get to meet her when the main protagonist, Ralph, disrupts the course of her game. So what made Calhoun be so angry and combative, you ask? Well, later in the movie, we find out that she was programmed with a tragic backstory. During her wedding ceremony, a cybug swoops in and eats her future husband. Calhoun then pulls out a minigun out of nowhere and kills the cybug. But what is up with her face? You can clearly see that she's not just scared and angry. You can see remorse and true terror, because she knew that the cybugs take the form of whatever they eat. Basically, she saw her future husband getting devoured, and then she had to kill him before the cybug took his shape. Did you notice that in Toy Story, we never hear the name of Andy's mom? So it could be possible that a little girl from the past named Emily in Toy Story 3 could be his mom. The chances are high, as we see Emily and Andy wearing the same hat. When Emily gave away her doll Jessie, she didn't put her hat in a box. Maybe she saved it and passed it on to her son. Furthermore, the same Jessie doll Emily gives away when she grows up somehow finds its way to Andy. When gorillas find the human camp in Tarzan, they start fooling around and digging through their stuff. We can see the monkeys jumping around and singing, while Tarzan's best monkey friend Turk is drumming on a tea set that strongly resembles Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast. Also next to the teapot, you can notice a chipped teacup. Could it be possible that the tea set was a family heirloom passed on to Jane? There are more resemblances between Jane and Belle. They both wear big yellow dresses, have similar taste in men that need to be civilized, and both of their fathers are a bit eccentric. What do you think? Is the family resemblance strong enough, or could it just be a set of coincidences? If you've ever watched Monsters, Inc., then you must know that the monsters need energy from humans to survive. They can go through magical doors and travel to scare kids and get the energy they need. But after Boo showed them that love and happiness can get them more energy than fear, they started making kids happy. Boo and Sully developed a special bond, and she could not get over the fact that she might not ever see him again. She learned how to travel through magical doors so she could see Sully once more. One theory even suggests that she is still trying to figure out how time travel works. Not knowing where to find Sully, she goes from place to place and leaves Easter eggs in different Pixar movies. The old witch in Brave also knows how to use magic doors. When the witch lets Merida into her hut, you should be able to spot a carving of Sully on a piece of wood. And if this is not proof enough, the door in the witch's hut has the same number carved into it as the door Sully uses to travel, A133. This theory states that the genie from Aladdin was imprisoned in present time. How else can you explain him knowing so many modern pop culture references? The primitive technology in Aladdin is probably due to a global disaster that set humanity back. Also, if you've ever played the Aladdin video game, you may have spotted a stop sign buried deep into the sand, which only adds up to this theory. This theory is not that hard to believe in if you know a thing or two about Greek mythology. According to Greek mythology in the movie Hercules, Hercules is the son of Zeus. But what does it have to do with Ariel? Well, Zeus's brother Poseidon had a son named Triton. And if you think it's the same Triton, Ariel's father from The Little Mermaid, you are right. So these were our top 10 picks for the craziest Disney movies. The vast Disney universe has a lot more theories to offer. Go ahead and rewatch all your favorite childhood movies and try to spot more hints that other fans may have missed.